this isn't the best video, but this is the first one I can get you of Good Morning Britain, itvplayer.com, of Seth and Mark in the UK a few weeks ago talking about TED 2.
Welcome back. The frankly foul-mouthed, beer-drinking, where am I going with this? Teddy bear, Ted, is returning to our cinemas this weekend. There's more in TED 2.
Yeah, but of course the stars are Hollywood's Mark Wahlberg and Seth MacFarlane.
Oh my God, Teddy, look at this. It says if we want to have a baby, you're going to have to prove you're a person in a court of law.
This is a nightmare. We got to fight. We'll get a lawyer, and we'll sue the government for your civil rights.
I'm Samantha Jackson. You must be Ted.
Yeah, Samantha Jackson. What's your middle name?
Leslie.
Oh my God, you're Sam L. Jackson.
That's great to me, just like Sam L. Jackson.
Who is that?
And Seth and Mark join us now. It is very much adult content, isn't it, Mark?
Yes, yes. My kids were dying to see the movie when they were seeing billboards all over LA with me and this cute cuddly teddy bear. They're like, "Daddy, finally we got a movie that you could see." And I said, "No, we can't." And then I would try to slip them little pieces of it, some without the sound, but my wife was not.
You didn't take him to see The Gambler?
No, no.
You are the voice of Ted, aren't you, Seth? That's the whole reason why here. People are thinking, I don't remember him in the movie, but you are the voice of Ted.
He's also the writer and director.
Exactly. So in this movie, Ted now decides he wants to have a baby, of which, of course, there are practical challenges because he's a teddy bear. And he then, in order to do this, it then emerges that he is property and not human. And there's actually a rather sweet, which is at the heart of both the movies, isn't it? A rather sweet story about what defines being human. Was that interesting to you, Mark?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, having that message there without kind of beating people over the head was always nice. But I think that what made both movies work so well is that combination of that harsh humor, but also the heart. And you really want to root for these guys. So.
I think that's, watching the first movie as well, it's so much, it appears to be a funny comedy about what a teddy bear would say if it was a grown-up human being. But actually for me it felt very much like a man, your character, who finds it hard to commit and can't grow up, and that's all embodied in, the fact he can't let go of his teddy bear.
That to me is the real, as flashy as this bear looks, that to me is the real secret weapon of this movie, is that, if you watch this footage before the bear is even put in, and you watch how much he as an actor is seeing this thing, like even without the bear there, you're like, there's clearly something there because he's seeing it. The way that Mark is able to kind of convince the audience that this is completely normal and completely real is a massive part of why this works.
This is the first sequel I've ever done, and for me, it was always about doing something different and making it better than the first. And I think Seth really pulled that off quite easily. Yeah.
You are one of 9 children, aren't you?
Yes.
Did you have a little teddy bear when you grew up? Or I have this vision of it as he was the youngest, of it being quite moth-eaten by the time it got passed down to you.
I didn't have a teddy bear. I had this little monkey, and I carried the monkey around with me everywhere, to the point where I was also then nicknamed Monkey. Oh. And it was like, my mother would take it, throw it in the trash, I'd pull it out. She'd try to wash it, I'd pull it out of the washing machine. Eventually she just threw it out, one day when I was at school or whatever. Scarred me for a while, and then they kept calling me Monkey. That was the first time I had a real conversation with my dad. I said, "Dad, I don't want you to call me that anymore." He goes, "What do you want me to call you?" And I said, "I like the name Mike." And every day for the rest of his life, he only called me Mike. And when people referred to me as Mark, he would get mad at them. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Seth, what about you and your scarred for life story and the name change that happened?
Mine doesn't sound like mine was quite so much of a health hazard as the monkey, but I never had a teddy bear. I had like a red dog that was that I dragged around for a long time that had stuffing coming out of it from every side, but
what happened to that dog?
It's long gone. It's probably still in my first house. It's probably like now.
Someone right now is searching for that dog to see if they can make a fortune by selling it
on eBay. Brilliant. Well, it's absolutely lovely to see you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Yeah. So we talked about cuddly toys. The film is not about a cuddly toy, is it?
Isn't. No, it's really not. It's not one to take your mum to, definitely not one to take your kids to, but one to take a good mate to and have a laugh, I think, because it's great fun, isn't it?
Brilliant. Laura has a weather. She's at Wimbledon.